Hi, here are some quick cleanup tricks for your EasyBib, how to make your working bibliography into a really good finished project for your teacher. Three big challenges that I want to address are sometimes you have duplicated citations. You'll want only one citation of each thing that you accessed in your bib, so let's figure out how to delete those citations. Second thing, sometimes the article title and the title of the website are appearing the same. That happened a lot with the Al Jazeera website, so we'll show you that. And finally, remembering for this particular project, you really do need to add when the information was published electronically so that you are telling your teacher how old your information is or how current. So the last thing you'll want to do is make sure that you get it ready to share with your teacher. You'll do that by exporting it to Google Drive, and you can print it from there, or you can share it. Here's challenge one, duplicated citations. So here I am in my EasyBib, and I have noted that I am looking through all of my citations, and two of them actually appear to be exactly the same. They're both written by Rebecca Collard. They're both from the magazine Time. So I want to delete one of them. So what I do is I take one of them and I check right next to it. So I have that checkbox there. And then I go to the top of the bibliography citations and I see that it says with checked. I pull that down, that drop down menu, and I can delete checked citations. Are you sure? Okay. So now my EasyBib has gone from 5 citations down to 4. I'm scrolling through and I'm noticing something else. Let's pay attention to this just for 1 second. So the structure of a bibliography has the author first, if you can find one. Next, it has the title of the article, usually in quotation marks. The next thing is the name of the publication or the website where you found that piece of information, and they put that in italics. So that's the New Yorker. Finally, we have the 2 dates. We have the date you know that the publication was printed or put on the website, and also the date you accessed it. So that's the way it should run. Down here at this bottom one, I think you're going to notice something. It says that the article title is Will 2016 be the year Iraq's Kurds break free? And the title of the website is Will 2016 be the year that Iraq's Kurds break free? Does that sound like a website title? No. So let's figure out what it actually is. I'm gonna select my web address. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna re-access that piece of information in another tab. And I've noticed that the website is actually Al Jazeera. So I want to change that citation to reflect that. I go here, I look at the bottom of the citation, and I click on Edit. Once I click on Edit, it actually refreshes my page and it places all the information back into those boxes so that I can deal with them. I want to keep Will 2016 be the year the Iraq Kurds break free as the article title. But down below, I want the website title to be Al Jazeera America. Also, I've noticed that electronically published was not in there. Let me figure out when this was actually published by going back to it, scrolling down. And the January 15, 2016 is the actual date. So I'm going to make sure that goes in there as well. So I do 15 January 2016. And I save that. So I've updated that citation. Now when I look at my citations, I can tell exactly which websites I have pulled them from. This is very important when you're doing your research and your roundtable because you'll want to be able to say exactly where your source is. So we've dealt with duplicated citations. We've dealt with the article title and the website title being the same. And we also dealt with the fact that sometimes we are missing when the information was published electronically. So most of your citations should have 2 dates, the date you accessed it and also the date that it was published. Finally, you're going to export this to your Google Drive. It's easy to do that. So let me click right back to here and let's look up at the top. where the very top of the citations for the button that says export. When you drop that one down, you have many choices, and one is definitely save to Google Docs. It's redirecting you to your Google Drive. It says file successfully uploaded to Google Docs. Go to Google Docs. There's your bibliography. Looks great, ready to go into Google Classroom or to be printed out, whichever your teacher chooses to have you do. So the extras, there's one little extra that I thought I'd throw your way, and that's the fact that EasyBib also does this thing called analyzing. And it's not perfect for this project, but I thought it was interesting enough to share with you. Looking back at your bibliography, you can click on Analyze, and it actually looks at how good your bibliography is. You're probably going to get a bibliography score of okay, and that's totally okay with me, because they are looking for diversity of source types, and we almost exclusively used websites. So that's why they think, oh, you could do better, maybe choose a book, but this is not the book kind of project, so this is totally fine. Database usage, you didn't really use any databases with this project. The one that I think is most interesting is credibility. And we got a score of excellent on that. We mainly chose websites that EasyBib believed were credible. And finally, the thing that I really like a lot, which is not part of a score, is you figuring out what date, how much was published more recently. So as you can see, 50% of my sources were from 2016, 50% of them were from 2015. I think that sounds great. Well, I hope this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, we're here in the library to help you out. Thanks for listening. Back to you.